Good morning, all of you. Today, on 24th Jan, OPS Vidya Mandir, Karnal is acknowledging International Literacy Day to emphasize on 21st century education system, that is new education policy. The National Education Policy 2020 was approved by Union Cabinet of India on 29th July 2020. The new education policy replaces previous national policy on education in 1986. Now let's see some of the reforms which are announced in new education policy. Among the major reforms, 10 plus 2 structure in schooling system has been replaced by 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 structure. Means the first 5 years of education will be foundation stage. The pre-primary level will include first and second grade. The ECCE, that is early childhood care and education, will be established. Anganwadi centers will be strengthened with high quality infrastructure, play equipment, and well trained workers and teachers. All school children shall undergo regular health checkups organized by schools, and for this, health cards will be issued to them. As we know that 85% of brain development happens before kids turn 6, as children pick up new languages easily. So children will be taught multiple languages from an early stage. There will be less books, more stress will be given on sports and extracurricular activities. Even a bagless period will be introduced for 10 days in a year where kids can learn various skills. Up till 5th standard, education will be in local or national language. The students will not be bound to study in English, rather, they will study in Hindi, Sanskrit, Marathi. Language will be bridge, not a barrier. Now comes the 6th to 8th grade, that is middle stage. Education will have a fun course at this stage. Carpenters, electricians, gardeners are valuable and their work has value. So our education policy will have a place for them. Students will actually learn how things work in real world. Technical coding and internship will be given at this stage. Like if a student wants to learn painting, he can go to painter. If he wants to learn baking, he can go for a course of confectionery. Or if the child is interested in music, he can go for a music tutor. Now the last stage will be from 9th to 12th grade. It will be of 4 years. Semester system will be introduced from 9th to 12th. Exams will be held after every 6 months, and mark sheets will include marks of both the semesters. Now about the board exams. Boards will be easy. Language will be an option in board exams. Practical knowledge will be encouraged. The report cards will be made on 360-degree assessment. Means there will be makeover of report cards. There will be no comparison between Mr. Sharma's son with Mr. Verma's son on the basis of report card. Report cards will include behavior, mental development, and skills of the child. There will be a big change in plus 1 and plus 2. Stream system ends. There will be flexibility of subjects. Means if an art student wants to learn physics, he can go for it. And if a commerce student wants to learn biology, then he can opt it. Communication and creativity will be encouraged. Now about college students. College students will give common aptitude test, that is CAT. According to it, if you didn't get good marks in 12th standard and if your cutoff is less for admission in any college, then you can give this test, and according to your score you can grab the best college. Now comes the graduation stage. Graduation will be for a period of 4 years instead of 3 years. Today, if you drop out, you are considered complete failure. But now, you will have multiple entry exit options. If due to some reason you drop out, then after 1 year you will be getting certificate. After 2 years you will get diploma. After 3 years you will get bachelor's degree, and after 4 years you will get research certificate along with bachelor's degree. The new concept of bank of credit has been introduced in NEP 2020. Bank of credit means if you want to do more than one course, your marks will be entered in the bank and it will be totally digitalized. It means if due to your responsibilities you couldn't complete your education, then you can get credit so far you covered. You can finish your education in parts as well. There will be total digitalization of education. All education material will be available on websites in regional languages. Now, next comes the fee structure. National Education Higher Bill has been approved by cabinet members. According to this bill, fixed amount of fees will be charged. According to National Education Policy 2020, Indian universities can set up a campus outside India, and some of the top 10 universities will be allowed in India. But studying in foreign universities will be just an option. Next is Lok Vidya education, means education related to culture and Indian heritage like handloom, khadi, farming will expand. As every coin has two sides, similarly, new education policy is not perfect. It also has some disadvantages. Let's have a look on some of its flaws. First comes the problem of including mother tongue or regional language in school. India is already having shortage of high quality teachers. Qualified teaching staff is a challenge if knowledge is to be imparted in regional language in maths, science or social studies. Secondly, after 8th standard, students will go for vocational courses instead of higher education. Moreover, due to exit options, those who need job will exit and go for a job. Lastly, if the child will shift from one state to other, then he will have a problem in shifting from one language to other. Suppose earlier if the child was getting education in Hindi, and if he shifts from one state to other where the education is imparted in Marathi, then definitely he will be a sufferer. Though at the end the national education policy has disadvantages, but how it is implemented will determine its success. Thank you.